Hello everyone and welcome back to Harvest Moon Order of Life Special Edition. This is Showboat and today we'll be making our way through the next 2 days of autumn, I do believe. No, I do not want to save, because I already saved. So let's do this thing, shall we? Now you may notice that yes, I still have a bit of stuff in my sinuses, affecting how I sound, most likely. These types of things tend to linger for quite some time, but the worst is past me at this point in time. So let's get through this. Would you not get in my way? You're in my way. Don't be in my way. Looks like it rained, so I don't need to water. I need to check on the ducks, though. They've got food. So, what did I do yesterday? As I go through the morning chores. Well, after recording, I worked a little bit on my research that included doing only sorting of my vast number of pictures that I've taken of my samples. I have a lot of pictures, several hundred pictures taken using my DSLR camera, my Canon Rebel T3 camera to be precise. And with those several hundred pictures, I needed to sort them by slab ID. So basically I have my slabs numbered 1 through 21 for the total number of slabs. Hey, she's pregnant! Yay! Alright, food. Would fodder be in food? Fodder is not in food. Fodder is a tool, apparently. That's interesting. I didn't expect that. Alright. Milk. Give me my milk. I wish it were S rank. Anyway, so that's what I did yesterday. It took quite some time. It was over an hour and a half of looking through and sorting images. The byproduct of which is I now sorta know the actual IDs for all of my slabs. I've known what my slabs are for a long time. I could, if I thought about it long enough, list out all 21 of them, describing all 21 of them, but I couldn't place number to an individual slab except for a certain specific few, and that's how I am in general. I'm terrible with names, and this is a prime example of putting a name to a face, essentially. Putting an ID to a specific slab that I've been looking at for a long time. So now I have them all sorted in their own folders, which is pretty nice, and that would allow me to put different IDs as we move along. Because I know what the current IDs are and what each slab is with its current ID, it makes changing things a bit easier. If I need to change things, which I will, but I won't change it in the folder setup. I just have like a key saying this new ID was this ID and this other new ID was this ID, and so on and so forth. But lots of interesting things on those slabs. Today, I think I will start with the initial research into the background of a number of the types of trace fossils that I have. Because, you need to have some sort of a background on the history and the actual classification of the specific ichnofossils. So you have to be like, hey, this is how, excuse me, this is how it was described, and this is originally, this is how it was amended, and is now currently described. This is, and then you say, this is what I've found. This is like why I put this into this specific genera. That sort of stuff. And I have to do that a lot. You have a bandana around your neck. You have a bandana around your neck. And you're staring into my soul. You're not blinking. There you go. Hi. You can't interact with him, unfortunately. Horse, let's go. So yeah, that was basically all I did yesterday. I didn't actually write. I just sorted. An important step. Got me really thinking about what's actually on the slabs. I think I found a few extra things, though. See, this is the problem. Is that I keep looking at these slabs and I keep finding things that I didn't see before. And it's like, that just means more work. So yeah, that'll be the thing that I'll probably work on today. That, or most likely, I'll actually just work on adding a new figure, making a new figure for the other types of traces. I think that's what I might end up doing. Is really there's nothing, tra-la-la. Interesting. Because I do need to make one or two more figures. I'm thinking more along the lines of at least two more figures where I show some of the other trace fossils that I haven't shown yet. There's a few irregular ones that I need to show in more detail, or just show for the first time, in fact. Because there are some interesting things. Including, like, really, really small-scale vertebrate tracks that, yeah, I don't know where they're from. It's interesting. I don't know what made them. It's either like small little salamanders or frogs or something. Yeah, he seems fine. Sure, ride. 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 There we go. And on that same slab, there's these little, like, seagull type traces. You have to, when you think of if you're viewing a seagull at a distance and you've got these paired little curves that make its wings, I just have like a line of those separated by a few millimeters. It's like a trail of those. They're paired little curves that look like seagull wings. So we're thinking that might be like a swimming trace of some description. Something pushing its legs back and out to swim. That or fins. Alright, so I apparently have 2 units of rank B star milk to sell. Hand it over, sure. What will you be selling today? The rank A milk. The 19 units of rank A milk. That's too bad. $9,234 sounds nice. That puts me over the 40 grand mark. What else can I sell? I don't even know. I have lots of things. Here, toadstools. Take my toadstools. I'm sure if I sold, like, everything... Is that 70? That's totally 70. I want to sell all 70 of them. I don't need that many toy flowers, are you kidding me? I don't think I have anything that's worth an absolute ton of money. 90 goddess drops. Really? Like, I don't think I have any one set of things I could sell to make crap tons. I have a lot of flowers, though. I think if I tried selling all of these, like everything here, we'd be here forever, and I wouldn't make any more than the 5,000 range, 50,000 range, I should say. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna hold what I have for now. Do you have a goat? No. You have an interior 3. I don't know what that is. That's too bad. Alright, let's go and sleep and do our evening chores. Which includes only milking the cow again and giving them fodder. I'll water that after. Alright. Sleep. Save. Definitely save. So what else was I doing yesterday? Well, I streamed. I streamed Kerbal Space Program for 3 hours. I did a really interesting little mission where I went out to Minmus, then hopped out of the Sphere of Influence of Kerbin, and then returned via a flyby of the Mun. Don't worry if that doesn't make any sense to you. If you play Kerbal Space Program, you know exactly what that means. If you don't, then fine, doesn't matter. It's what I did yesterday on the stream. It ended after my computer crashed toward like 20 minutes before the end of the stream. And by the time I brought it back up, it's like, I need to stop the stream. Moo, moo. Eat, please. Eat. Give me milk. And then I canceled the second streaming block yesterday. The evening streaming block. Primarily because my throat was sore. I'm still not used to talking for that much of an extended period. Plus, I'm technically still sick, so yeah, there was that too. Yeah, and so I ended up watching anime. Catching up on anime, I should say. Not necessarily watching, but catching up. So I will save yet again. I'll save over the one we just did. No, I wanted to finish saving. Crap. Want to sleep. Sleep till morning. Because we're only halfway done with this video. This day should go faster. I don't know if you've noticed, but the second day tends to be a lot faster because there's a lot less to forage. In fact, I'm at the point where I think I'm just going to skip the stuff on the other side of the town. Not the other side. By the other side, I mean the side with the mansion. Just skip that end of town with all of the trick blues. Yeah, thinking just skipping those. I totally didn't water the thingy, did I? They're fine. Water the thingy. How many uses left? 91. Ha! See, that's why I like that watered can. Eat the thingy. That's your one and only meal you get all day. Alright. So yeah, I watched the rest of a few more shows. Well, not technically the rest for one of them because it's still continuing. But yeah, I ended up watching see, now I'm getting into the more like not safe for work kind of stuff. Well, I got through the two that were more not safe for work kind of stuff. Testament of Sister New Devil Burst, which is the second season of that particular show. Got through the remaining episodes. It was only 10 episodes in the season, which was interesting, to say the least. I don't know why it was only 10, but yeah, that was a thing that I watched. Unfortunately, it's not the uncensored versions. I would like to have the uncensored versions of those episodes. Which, speaking of uncensored, I also watched a show called Valkyrie Drive Mermaid. Well, the rest of the show, Valkyrie Drive Mermaid, which those I do have the uncensored videos of. So yeah, that was a thing. That really was a thing, actually. It's interesting. It's raining. I hear it. Yeah, it's raining. Sure. There we go. I wanted the thingy for nothing. Huzzah. So I watched those two. Sped up, of course. I essentially have been watching these things on fast forward this whole time. So, yeah, that was a thing. And then lastly, I made it through what existed of the, gosh, I can never pronounce this show, but it's, English is The One Being Sun, The False Faces, something like that. I can't pronounce it. It starts with a U. Has a really long first word in it. But yeah, it's a show based off of an RPG, which I find to be very interesting. It's a show based off of a game. So, a game series, I should say. Really, Toadstools aren't back. Odd. But the gem soils should be back. There's only one more day to the season, by the way. Yeah, praise the sun. When it's raining. You do that, buddy. Really, what? Why are there only two? Why are there only two? I don't know. Might be an end of season thing. Anyway. So I watched that show until episode 13. Really, I should have stopped at 12, but whatever. It was what remained of the fall season, but it's continuing into winter. It's like got episode 15 now, I think I just got this morning. So there's a couple more that I haven't seen, technically, of that particular show, but basically the only shows I have left are shows that are continuing in the winter season. So I have to get through like 7 episodes of the fall season before I start up winter season stuff. Speaking of winter season, I have finally gone through all of the shows that are currently airing for the winter season, and have decided what I will and will not watch. At least what I will and will not try watching. Because you never know, there might be a show or two that I just completely and utterly despise, that I just won't continue watching. Sort of like K Return of Kings this past fall season. I think it was fall or summer, something like that, recently. Where I watched the first episode and I was like, nope, this isn't happening. Because it was based off of another series that it currently existed, so you had to have watched that other series. And I was like, this is not, no. I dislike it when that happens. I managed to make it through the beginning of After Exodus without having watched the original show or its movies. But with K Return of Kings, that didn't work for me. It did not work. So, yeah, I felt completely lost in that show. So, who knows, there might be another show where I have that happen to me. I've tried not to pick stuff where I haven't watched the first season or series of, but you never know. I am finished saving, thank you. But there's a long list of stuff. I'm still like about 20 hours behind total, including the winter stuff now. So much improved from the 50 plus that I was behind like last week. So yeah, it is improving. Wow, that thing already has leaves. Jeez. That grew so fast. Oh my gosh. Good, you folks ate. Give me milk. So eventually I'll get around to watching all of the things that are new. But first I have to get through all of the things that are old. I also went through Ushio and Tora. That was another thing that I had gone through. One of these days, I forget exactly what day. I think it was yesterday. So that would have been 4 series that I made it through yesterday. Or maybe the day before, I forget exactly. Everything's sort of blurring together. But I have few left. I have World Trigger to get through. I have what else? Let's see, what are the others? I have Heavy Object to get through. Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans to get through, and there's one other one besides the False Faces one. Gosh, I didn't think I'd actually have to look it up, but I guess I do. Alright, well, let's take a look at, oh, it's only those. Nice. It is actually only those. Only Heavy Object, Iron-Blooded Orphans, and World Trigger that I need to get through. Cool. Of the fall season. Winter season, lots more than that, but fall season, just those 3 are left. I'm hopefully not going to get through them today, because I would like to actually do my planned evening stream today. So, we shall see. Anyway, with that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Showboat, and I shall see you all on the next one.